Hey guys, it's Alicia and I wanted to do a video talking about my setbacks that I've had in my hair journey. I did receive some questions as far as me using heat and how that has affected my hair. So I wanted to definitely answer those questions for you guys. In my last video, I talked about how I went from waist length all the way back up to what I would say was shoulder length. I had a video that I did in February and I had straightened my hair and my hair just came here. And I did not realize how short my hair had gotten until I saw that video and I was like, oh my gosh. And so that's why this year, I really committed to taking care of my hair. I've been doing protective styling. I've been doing the bunning for my protective styling, which I love. And now I'm back at bra strap length. So now let's talk about what got me to that point. So I went on my journey to growing my hair out. I was able to reach waist length, and I did that actually through utilizing heat stretching, blow drying, flat ironing, and also my combination of two-strand twist and just protective styling, just a low manipulation routine. And after I hit waist length, I got to the point where, especially being a YouTuber, I wanted to experience more, have try new things, and just really trying to now expand because, okay, I've shown and I proved that I could grow my hair. What's next? That led me into this big thing of a lot more reading and listening to, other people, and I'm just being honest with that. So I started trying stuff on my hair that I usually would never try. After the flat iron video, I ended up trying henna, and then also in that same year, I did Affinity protein treatment. Whew, child. That's where all hell broke loose. Now during that time, I had stopped heat stretching and I was on this wash and go routine, trying out the tight curly girl method, and all of those things combined meant failure for my hair. It just was not the routine that worked for me. The combination of the protein and henna was disastrous, and I don't even know why I did that. I know I did that, but I should not have done that. Sometimes you get so caught up in reading and seeing what everyone else is doing that you get off track and you forget that you had something that worked. And that's why I started saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone. You're doing great. So my hair felt so, it was just hard, dry. I could not get my moisture and protein balanced after that. My hair was shedding like crazy. It felt horrible. And so my natural instinct was to start cutting, and that's what I started doing. I did a video, so like I cut, and then after that I cut again, and it just became this huge cycle of trying to fix the problem myself. So doing the wash and goes, which I loved and enjoyed the wash and go so much, but with my lifestyle, trying to maintain my hair in its natural state that way was way more work than I had ever done on my hair before. And honestly, it was not enjoyable anymore for me because, when you're wearing a wash and go, you got to get your curl pattern this way. You got to make it shine that way. I could care less, at this stage in my journey, because I've been natural for so long, after 5 years, I'm like, girl, please. You want to enjoy. I've enjoyed my journey most of this time until to that, up to that point where I was trying to do something based off of, things that I was seeing. All of those things combined, I failed with my hair. In February, when I straightened my hair, I was like, oh my gosh, this has really gotten bad. Now, by this point, my moisture and protein was a lot more balanced. My hair was not shedding like it was shedding before. It was starting to come together because I did start back protective styling and doing a little bit heat stretching here and there. I started with my bunning routine for most of this year, and my hair was just like, thank God. And I did take a heat break, but I only did that because I was working out, and I was just, honestly, I kind of made a decision that, okay, if I use heat again, I'm not going to do it myself, because I do understand that when you're using heat, it's a risk to your hair, and you know, heat can be dangerous depending on how you utilize it. That's how I ended up with my salon experience video. I had an amazing experience. I decided that I want to get back to heat stretching. That's when I had my most success. When I was heat stretching, flat ironing, heat, whatever you want to call it, that's when my hair was at its best. And so that's why I'm back to this routine. I've had great success with it. I have the videos to prove it. Most of my videos I've always had heat stretched, flat ironed, blown out hair, and that's where I've had my success. Now let me warn you, this does not work for everybody else. It's just, that's the thing about the whole natural hair thing, is that everything does not work for everyone. Someone can have the most successful wash and go routine. Their hair looks beautiful. They have amazing curls, but you know, everybody doesn't have amazing curls or what people would consider amazing curls. Now the wash and go routine, that could work perfectly for some other people, and we've seen it where they start doing wash and goes, and that, you know, that's their low manipulation routine. Their hair thrives. That doesn't work for everybody, because first and foremost, everybody doesn't have curls in their hair, so that's not going to work for everyone's routine. There's people who do protective styling all of the time, and then there's some people who protective styling murders their hair, so that routine doesn't work for everybody. And then there's people who use heat and they have success, and then there's people who use heat and their hair falls straight out of their head. Even with relaxed hair, there's many women on YouTube with beautiful, long, healthy, relaxed hair, and then there's some where it's failure. So being natural for so long and doing this, I just realized you have to do what works for you. And I say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Because if what you're doing is working, there's no one can tell you if it's right or if it's wrong, because they don't know your hair like you do. No one knows your hair better than you. No one has been as close to your hair as you. So that's definitely a lesson that I've learned with trying to accomplish, you know, what other people have accomplished. They've done beautifully, but it just doesn't work for me. The next thing that I want to be talking about coming up pretty soon is about loosening curl patterns and changing your texture, and how heat can play a part in that, because I know that is another thing that people are really concerned about, and I will be addressing that in a future video. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and your question may be featured in my next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, share it, all that great stuff. All right, bye.